This is a 2016 all-wheel drive Lexus Is300 Fsport, and it's one of the best values when it comes to the luxury sports sedan. This is my own personal vehicle, bought it about 4 months ago, and today it's time to review it. First, I'm going to show you all of its irks and its figures, then we're going to take it for a test drive and give it a discount score. So we'll start right here in the front with some of my favorite features. I love this swoosh LED running light. And then with the F-Sport package, you do get a completely reworked front bumper and grille. You get this nice horizontal diamond design and then a more aggressive overall look, which I think is really nice. One of my irks is that the IS300 boasts the same tried and true 3.5 liter V6 engine as the IS350. However, the IS350 has 306 horsepower versus the IS300 255 horsepower. Come on, Lexus. Now, there's nothing particularly interesting about this key. It does have a nice big Lexus symbol, so people know that you have a Lexus. On the back, we've got your typical buttons: lock, unlock, panic button, and the trunk release key. The only thing about the trunk release is that when you hold it, it doesn't automatically open for you. You do still have to use your hand and open the trunk, which is almost too much to ask these days. The Lexus has plenty of room in the trunk, but just how much trunk space, you ask? Well, for your enjoyment, I am going to climb into the back just to show you how much space there really is back there. Once inside the car, Lexus has done a fantastic job of really making you feel like you are in a luxurious cockpit and not just in another luxury sedan. They've incorporated elements of the now 8-year-old LFA in a modern way to where the cars don't feel dated in any way and you feel like you're ready to hit the road. They have the leather bolstered seats, red accent stitching throughout the interior. There's carbon fiber accents and soft touch everywhere you can feel. A couple of my irks here on the inside have to do with this center console. I do like how prominent it is. It really does make you feel like you're in a cockpit. However, you do start to see where it's outdated. The radio controls all the way down through the infotainment system, which is controlled by this spinning knob, is very old. If you opted for the navigation system, you lose this entire area to another armrest where you control a mouse pad, which is one of the worst infotainment systems I have ever seen. My biggest irk, however, is the fact that there is no place to put your sunglasses while you're cruising down the road in your cool car and you go to park. There is no sunglass area other than the center console, and frankly, that's just not convenient. I love that Lexus has continued this analog clock because it lets you feel just a little classier than those plebeians reading digital clocks. One of the coolest things about this car is the gauge cluster, which is taken straight out of the LFA supercar. There's nothing that it does that other cars don't do. It's just really cool in the way that it moves. It's a solid aluminum circle and it moves across the screen to let you access other details. Moving on to the back seat, you can see there's plenty of leg room for a full-sized adult, and the luxury and sport continues with the carbon fiber accent, the red perforated leather seats, and I really would not mind being back here for a road trip. This is where I think the Lexus outshines its competitors in the Mercedes C-Class, the BMW 3 Series, and the Audi A4. You don't feel cheaped out on in the back. You even have seat back pockets, which the Mercedes C-Class does not have. All right, now driving the IS300 Fsport. Let me put it in sport mode here. So sitting at a light, it's quiet and it's refined and it's everything that you want in a luxury vehicle. But in sport mode, using the paddle shifters, stepping on the gas, it's everything that you want in a fun, sporty car. Now, it doesn't have that turbo kick, but it does have 3.5 liter V6 power at your disposal as soon as you step on the gas. And you can feel it. It's fun. Now, it's not exotic car fast, but it's fast enough. And for the person that's using this as a daily driver and you're driving to and from work and you want a little excitement in your day, I think it's the perfect option. For luxury, I give it a 7. It does have some nice luxurious features, but not as many as its competitors, and it is more of a driver's car. It's made to hug turns and make you feel like you're one with the road. Lexus definitely took the approach of less is more, so less bells and whistles, the less things there are to break on you down the road in the future, and I'm okay with that. Drivability, I give it an 8. The IS truly is fun to drive. It has nice tight steering and a stiff suspension, so it has a nice sporty feel to it. Being all-wheel drive, it does only average about 22 miles a gallon, which is slightly lower than its turbocharged counterparts. For reliability, I give the IS300 a 9. This is by far the biggest factor when it comes to purchasing a used car. The Lexus will absolutely outlast any of the offerings from Audi, BMW, or Mercedes. It is made in Japan after all, and it is a Toyota, so if things finally do start to break in the future, parts and labor are going to be much cheaper than its German counterparts. And that brings its overall discount score to 24 out of a possible 30. Where it lacks in luxury, it makes up for in style, horsepower, and reliability, making it truly one of the best values on the road. That is my 2016 Lexus IS300. You can see, with all things considered, for a car that started out at $48,000 just 4 years ago, you can pick one up now for about $24,000, and it's bound to outlast all of the other cars in its category. It gives you the speed and the luxury you want with reliability. And that's why this is one of the best values when it comes to a luxury sports sedan.